the artist chief.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. How y'all doing? It's the artist chief. Thanks for watching. Make sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to Big Chief Sean on YouTube. I watched his show today and it made me want to put out another episode. Thanks for the inspiration. Love ya. Make sure and check out Big Chief Sean on YouTube. Alright guys, so current thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about free agency and the impending draft. I've been thinking a lot about the future impending release of Justin Houston. It sounds like his time as a Kansas City Chief is over. I really love that guy. I did cringe a little bit when he got his big giant contract a couple of years ago because I knew that it probably just wouldn't last. I mean, you can't pay a defender in the National Football League $100 million and expect it to just play out. Like, it just never happens. Like, giving a quarterback that kind of money is one thing, but someone on the defense, that's another. Like, he would have had 18 to 20 sacks every single year to keep that kind of contract alive. So, it's kind of disappointing that he's going to be gone. I'll miss him. He did play well for us. I felt like in 2018 he played a lot better than he did in the previous year. He's had some injury issues. I'm sure that kind of helped the Chiefs be more comfortable with letting him go, but it sucks. And there's talk about them trading or whatever with D Ford. Like, we've all been ticked off at the guy for lining up offsides and potentially costing the Chiefs a trip to the Super Bowl. Now, let me just pause it right there. The Chiefs should have never been in that position to begin with. So I can forgive this guy for that. They should have been up. Like, I can't blame an entire game on one play. But, we're losing two of our best pass rushers, and that really bothers me. So I hope Brett Veach really has something up his sleeve. And, I really trusted in John Dorsey, although the contract things seemed to be the issue with him, and that's why he was let go by the Hunt family. But with Brett Veach, I mean, who has he drafted? I'm looking at, I got this Athlon Sports magazine in front of me just as a reminder of some of the people that were drafted last year. Breeland Speaks, he looked like he was out of shape this year. Like, he did not look like a high-end, NFL defensive player. So hopefully he gets himself in shape and can really rush the passer. Sorry, I can't talk. Derek Nottie, I remember him having a couple of good plays, it seems like. The same with Armani Watts. But like Khalil McKenzie or Traymon Smith, Dorian O'Daniel. Maybe Dorian O'Daniel had a couple of good plays, but that draft class isn't exactly inspiring, and the Chiefs at one point last year had the worst defense in the entire National Football League. In fact, I think they finished 28th, 29th, 30th. I don't know. It was pretty bad. So my main focus right now is really just Brett Veach. What is he going to do to keep his job and to improve the Kansas City Chiefs organization? Like, for me, he's the one on the hot seat. We have a very short window here with Patrick Mahomes before he gets paid reportedly $200 million. That's huge. It'd be well deserved. But I feel like this run at the Super Bowl, at least for now, not forever, but just for right now, is kind of short. So they've got to get a good free agent in. They've got to draft really well. So fingers crossed. I'm remaining positive. I feel like they're going to the Super Bowl and they're going to win it this year. It's just a matter of Brett Veach getting on the same page with Coach Reed and drafting well, and Hopefully the Mahomes effect will bring in a solid free agent, especially on defense. That being said, I'm going to finish the episode showing you guys what I'm working on. I'm working on a painting. I don't know if you can guess kind of what I might be working on, but that'll be up next. And here you go. Okay guys, we're now on to the second part of today's episode. I'm going to show you what I'm working on here. Working on a painting of Derek Thomas. As you can see, it is the third iteration of the same painting. Here is the very first one. The reason why it has these cards here is that it's covering up damage. I literally sold it to someone and I shipped using FedEx Ground, and unfortunately they ruined it in transit. They sent it all the way back to me before it even got to the guy. So I replicated that one, so the customer was still happy. He still got everything. But so now I'm working on a third one, and this one is for sale, but it's spoken for. I already found a client. Pretty happy about that. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of work here just because it's kind of difficult to hold the phone and do a lot of detailed work. So I'm just going to work on his little undershirt. Looks like I'll probably end up needing a couple of coats of paint. You don't see a lot of athletes wearing gray undershirts nowadays with their sleeves hanging out, but this was the original photograph was probably taken in the early 90s. They were probably a little more loose with their uniform regulations. Not knocking it, just, you know, it clashes with the uniform, that's for sure. We'll add the detail lines and stuff in after we get a solid coat going. Looks like I'll probably have to fix a couple areas and add a little more paint after this part dries. And I'm trying to hold it as steady as I can. Alright, looking good. Steady. And I'll have to add just another coat. Not a big problem. These are pretty small areas to cover. But with the central figure itself, I'm over halfway done probably. I mean, obviously I need to add the red to his uniform up here, but other than detail work, I've got all these colors they're done with. Even his pants, just could add some of the detail lines. Pretty far with his gloves, all his skin tone and stuff like that. I painted the white up here on the helmet, just so I'll have to add the detail lines and stuff and a background. And but anyways, that's it for today's episode, and as always, let's go Chiefs.